It's not easy when you catch up people you are foreign, especially your family. Them start to take liberty. When you left Jamaica, you must have a plan. You must have a plan. Anyway, this is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. We want to give thanks another Thursday. I know that the first hour is brought to you by Lime, Flow and Lime, better together. They were between 2 and 3. Brought to you by Flow and Lime, better together. Especially now when it go get to the cold time, believe you me, them no want no extra burden. Cause you come up there with your warm clothes, and when it get cold now, you want them go buy sweater and blazer and this and that for you, jacket and this and that, and you never go up there prepared. Yes. And all them people that will still carry breadfruit, go fire me roast breadfruit and put ackee in the mig light and it aisle. And when you see it a come on the carousel, it aisle up the whole of the clothes them. You have to get file paper and make sure say you put the roast breadfruit with the ackee in the file paper, put it in a scandal bag and then wrap another file paper around it. Because trust me, you see the man you angry thing around at the back there. You see by the time it reach you, when you look on your wedding dress where you carry go foreign, so you get married in your wedding dress. Believe you me, the amount of hacky hile upon it. It's not easy. It's not easy when you catch up people here when you go foreign though. Believe you me. This is the Stepping Razor. I will say give thanks again. Neil there with me. And we are continuing the journey. Bridging them you English, singing over John Lennon, Beatles song, Hey Jude. Here goes. The Beatles, Hey Jude, big million selling tune in them time there. Now done over by you English. We give your sister name Raquel Jones. They must say there's a vinyl rush, a vinyl gold rush right now. We are take over the place. Vinyl rush. We're not talking about Jamaica now, we're talking about worldwide. There's a vinyl rush going on now. So to those of you who have vinyl, you know, say you can be a little rich person overnight. Yes. See all them Beatles vinyl where people used to have in them yard with Beatles and all them rock artists from them time there. It a go for enough money. Play them tune in a bright daylight. You know, long me want a day program for play them tune in a bright day. Prince Allah. Big tune. Prince Allah. You know, yes, Greenwich Farm. And no fathers come out. Philip Fraser. Yeah. I remember when Maxwell used to live down there too. I'm gone clear over in the other side, you know. A big tune them, you know. So here we know. We're gonna give you the same rhythm, up tempo, different artists, different tune. Given to the Almighty Jaja. Continual praises to I and I Irata. None before him, and there'll be none after. Yes, Stepping Razor. You know, so we all watch the excitement on the TV about the what them call this thing, I know, the Tivoli Garden inquiry. And really, it not only get it well. The other day, me shed little tear, but me also get vexed. The other day, me watch that me get so vexed, you know, that me turn my channel to Law and Order. Believe you me, because me I say, me don't understand All right. You see them people, you know, education versus intelligence is and you know we have a little promo where I say sometimes it's not education, but it's intelligence. Now a man, you have people feel say because you're not educated, you're not intelligent. And the way you meet them are going with the people them from down at Tivoli, you know, it's like because the people them not really educated. Them feel say the people them have no intelligence. So when them are question and are crisscross the people them, you know, it's like because the people them not so versed with the order of law and how law go. And how the lawyers, they manipulate where you say and make it sound like you have to lie. That sometimes you start get so scared that you forget where did I say originally and start tell them lie for true. And then them get to them one thought and say, see, they don't know what's a lie that I tell. But the people them really have intelligence. When me hear a youth at show I describe how him car park in him yard and a bike park in front of the car and a policeman in a one of them where them call it where them war machine. Now a policeman, that's a good soldier. Soldier usually driving at them. Shoot the man, shoot the bike we park in front of the car, lick the gas tank. And the gas tank burn up the youth car. And the youth are try to explain to the man, say, no, the bike never a black, no traffic, the bike never there. There's a brand new bike. No guy now go take him bike, Chris bike, and put for go black, no driveway. When them know say, all them big tanker they will run over it. And because the man them don't know how Tivoli Garden set up, you know, that Tivoli Garden have some little pathway where you walk, go down. Where car no drive on them pathway there. It's human being and bicycle can go on them pathway there. And the youth I try to explain to the man, said, no, he must say, I put it to you. I put it to you, sir, that the bike was there to block things with explosive on the bike. With explosive on the bike. And you can't say the youth have a little kind of, you know, him kind of understand certain things, you know. And I try to explain to him, say, but you wasn't there, sir. You can't tell me that. May I tell you what me say? Cause my car burn up. And when them ask the youth now, how much him car? How much him sell the car for? Him say $80,000. I might look on the man. So you sold the burn up car for $80,000? Yeah, so what's wrong with that? You can't sell a burn up car for, yeah, because you can't still have the what them call it? Eh? Transmission. You can't have the transmission in there. Because one transmission now, you know, all $100,000, you know. So a man can buy the car just to take out the transmission outside, you know. And he can buy the car just for other parts, you know, because you would say, him sure what, him take a hose down him car and save some parts and him sell $80,000. The youth him pay $200,000 feet. You know, see it? Me not understand them people, eh? And we don't know, say, nothing now come out tight. It's a mantra now if you say that, nothing now come out tight. Because next year, them still there. Because, see, what's your name? Myri, the girl where did win the case against the Barbados people, them shall run up on the PNP ticket now. The lawyer, them in that case, don't get no money yet from the Barbados people, them, you know. Them don't get no money yet. A liar, them, you know. A liar, them. So if them a liar, and them have to go through that, you can't imagine the little man down at Tivoli and the Rasta with them indoctrinated QC, Queen's Council people, and people who are try aspire to be queen, they on the television, and try trick the people them with question. I mean, I said to my people them not tell no lie, you know, because you can know when the people them are tell lie, you know. Come here, them a question what I do, man, them and I say, did you hear any shots fired? She said, no, ma'am. She said, I was in my house, ma'am. I never hear no shot fire. She said, in all the days that was fire and shots was down there, you did not hear what? She said, no, ma'am. Tivoli Yard people, believe you me, you know. When you lose, when I lose already, you know. So it don't really make sense. But still look in front of them people there and not tell the truth, you know. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth how the thing go. Nobody try go round it and talk about you lose all $700,000 and all them something. But just tell the truth. Because the truth are going to set you free, you know. And them people there, them are look for defend the Jamaica Defence Force and the Jamaica Constabulary Force when we know and we understand that a whole heap of criminal activities go on down at Tivoli Garden in a 2010. Enough. Me one of them, the woman them though, one woman sweet me, she sweet me got to bed though to her thing, though. She said, the woman said, so you didn't know doodles? No sir, no ma'am. You have never seen doodles? No ma'am. Did you know that doodles? No ma'am. Always, it come like when you pull up the farm, when you come through the customs in America, and them say, have you got any green thing? Have you, if you have $10,000 or more? Me, that man, I just stick out all the know them. Everybody read it again, you know, because I don't read it about 10 years ago. I know the same thing. I just stick all of the know them. Pan it. She don't wait till the woman answer the question, you know. So, you never see, no, ma'am. Did you know the gluten's was that? No, ma'am. And you know, say, all them things about the people, them. It get harder for the people them when you start to them things there. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Because you're not going to prison. Them not lock you up to tell the truth, you know. Alright, or you can't secure do this no more again. And nobody now going to kill you if you tell it, or say nothing to you if you say you know do this. Not no wrong if you know do this. Not no wrong if you know do this, you know. Golden know do this. Golden know do this and I go like him no know do this. But I want to tell you, you know. If the politician tell so much lie, much less the people them, you know. But you don't want the people them start to behave like politicians now. You know see? Because when me I watch the thing, me realize the language where them are used to the people them don't understand the environment where the people them come out of. For really reason. It's like a man talk French to an Englishman who never got France and never studied French yet. You understand? I mean I beg the people them. You see when them people they calling up for talk, just say exactly what you know. Nobody try go around the thing and pretty up the thing because you're not going to no jail. You're not going to no jail. Because we don't know say them people there, the government of Jamaica hide up, hug up, gunman for years. And we're not talking about no PNP or no GLP, we're talking about the government of Jamaica. Any one of them were in the power. Them hug up gunman over the years. And because them hug up gunman over the years, politics in Jamaica get wicked. Wicked. That no man lose them business and everything. No, you tell a man say, boy, right now, after the youth I tell you say the bike never black no way. He might tell the man say the bike was rigged with explosive. And the youth I said, that bike, sir? No, sir, nobody now gonna rig that the bike, sir. Because the bike would have cost more than the car. Yeah, man, the bike would have cost more than the car, sir. And look how much people dead down there. 70 people dead down there according to the official tabulation. 70 people dead down there. One woman, the next woman now is a weird thing, you know. The police shoot her, once her man, the police shoot. And next man in the house, you know. And she called the police. Hear the woman I tell her, say, so tell me, ma'am, you mean a police shoot your man, your gentleman, and you call the police? And the woman I said, what you want me to do? Then who me fi call? No, if a police shoot your people, then who you go call? It's like she said the woman a lie because she not say, oh, police could have shoot for her man, and she go call the police. Then who she fi call? And she make it look like a lie because here the woman say if she didn't know, say the policeman would have killed the next man, she wouldn't call the police because she realized and she make the other person dead because she go call the police. So maybe the liar woman did right, so you shouldn't call the police because the police come and kill the other man too. If you never did call the police, you wouldn't kill the other man. But I know that the woman mean. The woman means she see a dilemma confront her, she call the police. If you can't call the police because the police kill the next police kill your man, then who you for go call? You want to call a young man? Or buy a gun like what whole heap of the woman them I do now. Whole heap of woman a buy a gun, give them son now, you know. Because when the little son was baby a man kill the father and she wanted to pick the day and she had take revenge on her and she just go buy a gun now and give the youth, go and kill the boy, we kill your father. Anyway, a news time.
Good afternoon, I am Cherie Hay with the local and international headlines, brought to you by Pow AutoZone. For the most affordable and reliable auto parts, call us today at 975-5602. Former parish councillor Don Curry, who is charged with rape, was granted bail in the sum of $4 million when he appeared in court today. Curry's bail was set at $2 million with surety on each of the 2 counts. He is to report to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse SOCA on Wednesdays and Saturdays. He is to surrender his travel documents as part of his bail arrangement. Both Curry and his co-accused, 22-year-old Shanique Williams, are to return to court on October 16. 3 men from the St. Simon district in Hanover were shot and killed by 3 alleged gunmen last night. Dead are 27-year-old laborer Nerek Das, otherwise called Buggy, 41-year-old laborer Dalton Heron, otherwise called Bigger, and 39-year-old shopkeeper Nicholas Spence, otherwise called Bubble. Reports are that about 10:40 p.m. the men were at a premises which houses a shop operated by Spence and a house occupied by Das and Spence. Heron went to visit, and while there, 3 armed men walked into the yard and shot them. The 3 men died on the spot. Residents who heard explosions alerted the Kingsville police. 2 male students from a St. Thomas High School are to return to court next Monday, September 21, in relation to the beating of another student on Tuesday. The 2 appeared in court on Tuesday and were remanded. RFM News understands that no one has been charged, as the police could not take a statement from the wounded student. He remains hospitalized. Reports are that the student was attacked and beaten off the school compound after he intervened in a previous fight at the school. And in news overseas, crowds of migrants have scuffled with Croatian police in at least 2 places along the border with Serbia as they seek to enter the European Union (EU). They briefly broke through police lines in Tovarnik and Bezdan after hours of waiting in the sun. Officials say at least 8,900 migrants entered Croatia today after Hungary closed its border, blocking the previous land route into the EU. Croatia's interior minister says the country is absolutely full. Finally, 1 million people had to leave their homes in Chile after a powerful quake hit the country's central region. At least 10 people died when the 8.3 magnitude quake hit. Residents near the quake's epicenter fled into the streets in terror as their homes began to sway. In the coastal town of Coquimbo, waves of 4.7 meters or 15 feet hit the shore. A tsunami alert was issued for the entire Chilean coast, but has since been lifted. Tsunami waves also hit the coast further north and south of the quake's epicenter, with waves half a meter higher than usual as far north as La Punta. And those were the local and international headlines, brought to you by Pow AutoZone. For the most affordable and reliable auto parts, call us today at 975-5602. Major news is next at 5:45. From the IRI FM Newsroom, I am Cherie Hay.
Good afternoon, I'm Evan Hewitt with IRFM Sports on the Ball. FIFA Secretary General Jerome Valcke has been relieved of his duties with immediate effect. This after football's world governing body was made aware of a series of allegations involving Valcke and has requested a formal investigation by the FIFA Ethics Committee. FIFA was plunged into fresh turmoil after new allegations of corruption as Valcke, FIFA's president Sepp Blatter's right-hand man since 2007, has been accused of being implicated in a scheme to sell World Cup tickets above face value and share in the profits. The allegations denied by Valcke have been made by a consultant at a company that struck a deal with FIFA to sell tickets for the 2014 World Cup, but the contract was cancelled. Valcke was already under pressure over what he knew about a $10 million payment from the South African FA to an account controlled by disgraced former FIFA Vice President Jack Warner. High-scoring St. George's College seeking to notch a second straight win play away to Dedham Town in one of 9 games on this afternoon at the Isaflo Manning Cup schoolboy football competition. Kingston Tech host Innswood and Eltham visit Ardennes in the other Group C games. In Group B, Hydel seeking a first win to take on Pepin. Greater Portmore entertain Dunoon and Cumberland play away to Haile Selassie. Over in Group F, Norman Manley face Spanish Town. Ascot are at home to Jonathan Grant and Vauxhall play Excelsior. Meanwhile, action in the Rural Era Da Costa Cup sees St. Mary at home to Taki in a rescheduled Zone J encounter. A lone rescheduled game is on this afternoon in Group J of the Flo Issa Da Costa Cup schoolboy football competition. The final quarter-final match in the Mines Community Naranda Football League in Sedan is on this afternoon. The game, which gets underway at 3 o'clock at the Welshenshop playing field, has Friendship going up against Happy News. Finally, in your sports news, veteran Test left-hander Shiv Chandapal has been honored with the Icon Award by the Indo-Caribbean Alliance. In a ceremony held in New York, the 41-year-old was given the New York City-based organization's highest award and was one of 4 persons honored in a 5-hour-long ceremony in Flushing. The others receiving awards were television personality Lakshmi Singh, New York City Council member Eric Ulrich, and businessman Dave Kadunoff. Chandapal said he was delighted to have been chosen for the honor. He has been one of the most prolific run scorers in West Indies cricket, amassing 11,867 runs from 164 test matches at an average of 51. He's only second to Brian Lara in aggregate. However, he was sacked in May for poor form ahead of the Australian series and was also recently overlooked for the tour of Sri Lanka beginning next month. He has not retired from international cricket. From the IRFM Sports Desk, I'm Evan Hewitt.
This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. And I want to remind you that the hour between 2 and 3 is brought to you by Flow and Lime, better together. Flow and Lime, better together. Okay. So, we have an interview at 3 o'clock. We're going to interview Vereen Shepherd. You know that there will be a reenactment of the trial of Governor here on October the 25th at the Morant Bay Courthouse. And to tell you that, to that IRFM will be there. You understand? IRFM will be dealing with that, and also IRFM will be at the Morant Bay, the square. You have to remind me of the date them now for that one. The other one is the 11th, October the 11th. IRFM will be a two move area make in the same month. Go to Morant Bay. So Morant Bay people, Kabua go down there, you know. Yes. Man, I asked if Kabua come down there. Yeah, Kabua go come down there. Yeah, she could have to get trial too with the governor. Where our ancestors did. Okay. Connive with the enemy. And, you know, I'm going to ask Vereen Shepherd this question, you know, because it's a big question to me, you know. We want to find out, why is it that George William Gordon was made a national hero? What did he do to be named a national hero? Because as far as me concerned, you know, Nani a national hero, Marcus Garvey a national hero, Paul Bogle a national hero, and Sam Sharp a national hero. So me not ever talk about Bustamante because I know why them two man they are national hero, because you couldn't go give one without the other. You couldn't go say Bustamante a national hero and not give Norman Manley. You couldn't go say, you can just imagine if Michael Manley get national hero now and them not give Siaga. Man, you just see plastic bag all over the place. You just see fire for fire, blood for blood. Can you imagine if you go give Siaga national hero and not give Michael Manley? Can you imagine how them call the area PJ Patterson and no things say any JLP come in? Them now go find somewhere if you go call somewhere after for them people them. Watch it. Anyway, me want to find out why. I don't know if I read the wrong history book them. I don't know if I read the wrong history book them, but the history book them when me read and also when me listen to, especially from a man named Sir Philip Sherlock. Sir Philip Sherlock, and see him with them call Philip Sherlock Center in a university there. There is no justification to give Garden national hero when he was only guilty by association. All he was doing was associating with this criminal. It's like you have Dudus and Bruce Golding. And because Dudus is a criminal, you're going to say, Bruce Golding a criminal too, you know, so you hang the two of them, or extradite the two of them. Bruce Golding is only guilty by association. It have nothing to do with him taking part in anything that Paul Bogle was taking part in. As a matter of fact, him never ever did there, nowhere near there, when the thing are going. So, me really want to answer that. Because me not say how come the man they are national hero, and when you tell them to make Bob Marley a national hero, them say, Bob Marley smoke too much ganja, have too much picnic. And I want to know if that is the criteria to be a national heroes. But right now it's 2 to 5:45, and I am the only DJs that is here. One DJs that is here, and that is Mutabaruka. So we continue the journey musically. Here goes. Lady Genius coming through, as we say, one yeah, we want to yell up all the people them who are waiting up all 3 o'clock this morning and say, Muta, this is the music them when you play last night, the old Mentor and Calypso music them. Trust me, you should have do it at the day. You know, so we not do that at the day, you know. No, we have to give the youth them opportunity to bust out. Right, Neil? Yeah, so today, in the day for the youth, them and at the night of your old people with dead long time and gone, we play music, yes.
It's all I did was love, but I can't stop it walking. My baby's got a suitcase, please don't ask me why. Baby.
Pre-University School, Taylor Hall, University of the West Indies, Jamaica's #1 choice for access and university preparation. The time by Pre-University School is?
Yeah, the time is 3 o'clock. We're standing by for talk to Verena Shepherd. I'm going to tell you that this past hour here, between 2 and 3, was brought to you by Flow and Lime, better together. Flow and Lime, better together. Okay. Samantha, I hope you remember when I tell you about the Flow and Lime thing, you know. All right, sir. Okay. May I look out for it in the package next week, you know. All right. So, we have Verena on the line, you know. Everybody's supposed to know Verena right now. Verena Shepherd. She's the chair of the National Commission on Reparation, vice chair of the CARICOM Reparations Committee. We want to talk to her now about this, the trial of the governor, Morant Bay Courthouse. This will happen on October the 25th. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, Muta, how are you?
I am totally okay when I hear you now. Long time I don't hear from you and talk to you. You're traveling so much now.
Thanks for having me.
I thought I would see you on the debate last night.
Which one?
The one with Trump and all of these people. I thought I would see you standing up.
They're standing up and saying, stop it.
Well, I tell you, say, no, I have to say this to you. You see that woman there with them up there? She make Trump look like a dog, man. Me I tell you, man.
This is true, you know. This is true. I thought so too.
Oh gosh,
I thought she has emerged. I think she won the debate in my view.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you mean, man?
Yes,
Me say
yes.
Trump. The amount of looks with Trump put on him face there. Him look like a cartoon.
Yes, and but it was only a matter of time. People, you know, he'll find his level.
Yeah, but that not say him lose nothing next, you know. That not say him lose nothing.
I think eventually. Because he's just giving sound bites, you know.
Yeah.
There's no depth to what he's saying.
Well, is that the problem? No, you know what? A man with too much debt there, though. You know,
well, you mean if that's what they want?
All right.
Eventually, they will want depth. Yes, Muta.
All right. So we are talking about this trial that's on now, and
yes. And Muta, before you go any further, can I just say that the National Commission on Reparation is really pleased to be once again partnering with RFM on these two events. The October 11, when is the exact 150th anniversary of the start of the war, and October 25, when, as you say, the people of Jamaica will be putting Governor Eyre on trial. So thank you, RFM.
All right. First of all, no, what practicality that this serve to try a case that was 100 odd years ago?
Okay.
What is the practicality of this?
Yes.
Right.
All right. I think the first reason is that we want to educate Jamaicans at home and abroad, and other people who will be tuning in. We want to educate them using a different medium, you know, than having to send them to the textbooks or listen to a lecture and so on. We want to use another means of educating the people about this event that many people know very little about. Remember, you know, Muta, history is not a compulsory subject in our schools.
Yeah.
This event that many people know very little about. Remember, you know, Muta, history is not a compulsory subject in our schools.
Yeah.
Unless you have an interest in history yourself, or if you did sexy history, you wouldn't necessarily know anything about the Morant Bay War, right? And can I just say that people must stop using uprising and rebellion, which suggests that it wasn't organized. It was organized, eh? And the people had sense and knew what they were doing.
Okay, so
it was a war against colonialism.
So wait, hold on. You say if we say rebellion, it don't fit what happened down there.
No.
The people them was rebelling.
The people rebellion suggests a disorganized, uncalled for, rabble-rousing, riot kind of thing.
You
right?
know, so I don't see it that way there. Rebellion,
yes, well,
say you rebel against a system and I judge you can't organize a rebellion, you know.
Well, I think what happened, and based on what the people said in the testimonies that they gave before the Royal Commission, they use war.
No, but may I ask you, think somebody could have organized a rebellion?
I suppose. I mean, it sounds to me like a contradiction in terms, though.
Oh, so you don't think that somebody can organize a rebellion then?
No.
Well,
I could call it, in this case, there are rebellions that have happened in history, you know.
That has all been organized?
Well, maybe sometimes they are spontaneous.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, and even the artists, like the folk singers, call it war down a Monkland, war down a Morant Bay. Because it's armed struggle, you know. Armed struggle between the two sides. Same thing with the 1831-32 Emancipation War. Okay. Where some sharp organized people into what were called revolutionary cells, or what we would call today revolutionary cells. People giving testimony and saying, I was in number 18 and I was in number 9. How could they just rise up in a rebellion or riot or resist or uprising the day after Christmas without having planned? So what historians want to do is to return the agency to the people.
To the word war.
Yes, and not to give the impression by those who traditionally have written about us. About the reason why and the methods of our struggle. Okay? So some people won't agree, but I'm just putting my side out there.
Okay. All right. So who going sit in for the governor?
All right. Right now, the Michael Holgate is directing a dramatic presentation.
Okay.
As I said, we want an engaging way of teaching this history. So the university players and some other actors and actresses will, I don't want to call the names yet because the casting is still going on.
Okay.
We had the first reading last week, Saturday night, and the casting is going on now.
Okay.
But there will be people playing
the various parts. So you're going to set it up like a British court with all the whole heap of wig them and the red gown and all them things.
Remember, where we'll have the right costumes. Remember, that our people would have just been exposed to those systems and structures.
Yeah.
So if you go back to 65, if anybody was going to mimic a trial, they were going to use the same methods that they have seen.
Okay.
Because many of them would have gone to court and seen what happened. And remember, even people who are preaching, the Native Baptists, the other ones, even when you fast forward to Garvey, the Maroons, they use uniform. They go back to the period. Because that's what they knew. These days, of course, we have tried to destabilize the entire thing, but we have to try to be historically correct.
Yeah, well,
because students are going to be listening and watching, and we don't want to mislead them,
Yeah, but given the pre-judgment that has been taking place by the governor, I don't think we can get a fair trial.
Well, the rationale for this is also that there were 3 attempts to try Governor Eyre in England,
Yes.
And he was never convicted. You may think that it would be self-evident.
Yeah.
But he was never convicted because those who came back with the verdict said that they didn't even allow it to go to a jury trial. Yeah. They said that he was doing his job and he was saving Jamaica for the British Empire.
Well, the same way the Queen said that it's not fair government responsible for the slavery thing, so she not business about no reparation.
Yes, well, that is even weaker than the argument in 65, because remember that we can prove that she benefited.
Yes, definitely.
And that the royal family continues
to
use the money.
Yes.
So if it was not you and your ancestors will give back the money then and stop using it.
So you say it no matter if him get a fair trial or not.
No, it will be in terms of the structure of how the trial will go. It will conform to all the correct procedures in a court. And the evidence will be presented. Because remember that the evidence was presented in the UK as well the 3 times. So we will use the same evidence and to see if a different judgment will come out. Because people are tried, they appeal, they try, And, Justice Black, in one of the first trials, Justice Blackburn actually instructed the jury to say, Governor Eyre has a case to answer. Because by extending martial law beyond the time allowed by the British Constitution, which applied to Jamaica, he caused the death of so many people. The war was suppressed in 3 days. But he extended martial law to November 13. The last person was hanged. The last set of people were hanged or shot on November 13, 1865. The thing started October 11. And by October 13, or that week anyway, it's over, and he imposed martial law October 13, and allowed it to last for a month. And Justice Blackburn in the UK said that's illegal. That was illegal.
Yeah.
But it was such a kind of colonialist environment.
So
even though, of course, there were people who were saying he should not be treated as a hero but as a murderer.
He was working autocratically according to how it go, because if people in England was saying that him wrong and him guilty,
some of them,
that means him never did really go with where him superiors them are saying in England.
Right, but some people like Thomas Carlyle, Carlyle, the occasional discourse on the nigger question. Even Charles Dickens and Alfred Tennyson, those people that some people admire, they were on his side. They did the right thing.
Yes,
there was a black man, a Jamaican man, who also tried to take out a case. The guy name was Phillips, because his argument was that he was arrested in Kingston. And there was no martial law in Kingston. And yet Eyre caused him to be carted off to Morant Bay just because he wanted him within the confines of the martial, the geography of the martial law. The same thing for Gordon.
So
the trial But the trial in England was never about the 400 and odd people who died in Jamaica. The trial was about George William Gordon.
All right. So, Lord, I just speak of George William Gordon. I don't know if you was hearing me asking this question.
I heard you.
Yeah. Explain to me, why is it that George William Gordon is a national hero?
All right. So when he was made national hero in 1969, I wasn't privy to the argument surrounding it, but I can suggest two reasons, right? Let me suggest. One reason I believe is that he was hanged at Morant Bay in 65 in a war that was a protest for justice for people of Jamaica. So because even though he was nowhere near Morant Bay, he was in his sick bed in Cherry Gardens.
Oh, so he was guilty by association then?
It's by, in terms of this particular Morant Bay war. However, the second reason could be that from the age of 29, he was agitating for rights for black people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
In 1844 he was elected to the Assembly. He began to speak up for black people and mixed race people about their rights. He even was at some of the Underhill, the public meetings when people were saying, look at their condition. And then he, even though he was an Anglican, he joined Bogle Native Baptist Church. So he and Bogle knew each other and they were friends.
Guilty by association.
Right. So again, but so association with Paul Bogle, carrying on the activism on behalf of the people, and writing to England about it, criticizing Governor Eyre's regime, which angered Eyre. Also caused Eyre to personally escort Gordon onto the ship that took him to Morant Bay. So what I'm saying is that you could say that he didn't tell the people to agitate for in 1865. Yeah. But by his actions, by his activism from 1844 on behalf of the people for land and rights and justice, by supporting the Native Baptist Church and their rationale. He was hanged. He was hanged.
All right. So, is there
one? It could be because he was hanged in Morant Bay along with all the others, and two, it could be separate from that, his activism for social justice in Jamaica.
All right. Have you ever investigated historically if there was any other associate of Paul Bogle who was deeply involved with the Morant Bay Rebellion, with Paul Bogle, that his name was wiped out of the historical record?
Well, so many of them, Muta.
Yeah, but then...
Rosanna Finlayson was called the Queen of the Rebels. Letitia Gohagan.
I was told that is a woman...
Letitia Gohagan.
So, she's not...
and Caroline Grant.
So, she's not a national hero?
That's what I'm saying, but because the people never delved deeply.
Okay.
The people who were suggesting these various people, even when look at Sharp, look how many people were there. George Taylor was there. Yeah. In fact, there are people who say George Taylor was even more instrumental in terms of planning than Sharp. Sharp was the inspirational leader, but Taylor was the
physical
logistical leader. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that it happens all the time because we have a culture of only bigging up the people identified as leaders. Okay. And we're not business with the rank and file.
But I was from Aya, what I call Black Power advocate in a school, and I used to follow up this Paul Bogle thing. I did hear she's a woman started.
Yes, in terms of Paul Bogle, but what I'm saying, no, but in terms of how the thing spread, right?
Yeah.
Paul Bogle, of course, was articulating the injustices and so on and rallying the troops. Yeah. But the actual day when the violence erupted,
she threw the first
stone. Not only that, the other, and then Finlayson agitated the people for burning on the courthouse.
Yes.
And that, of course, escalated all of the violence and the war and created more mass support for the movement.
Well, she is my hero more than George William Gordon.
Well, you see, this is what I'm saying, because at least she was there.
Yes, and she started it by throwing stone.
And or telling the people them to burn the courthouse. And also when the men were running away.
Yeah,
the men were in lines going in on them. When they see the violence, some of them start running away. And
it's like Taito in Ethiopia. Yeah.
Yes, they say, look here, no better get back in the line.
Yeah, man.
Because if you people won't do it, we will do it.
Yes.
So women were very instrumental. As I look at the list here now, of those who were put to death. I'm seeing, in fact, the first person I see here who was shot on October 10th was Rosa McBean.
All right.
And she was shot by the soldiers without any trial.
Yes.
You know, any charge against her.
All right. We just want to remind the people that this is taking place October the 25th at the Morant Bay Courthouse. This is a reenactment of the trial of
That's
Governor
right.
Hill.
And if you want, I can read
when it start? When it
start? Snippet. You want
a
snippet from the trial script?
The time kind of run out, probably.
The time run out. Okay, but
wait on. What time does the trial start?
8 o'clock. But RFM will be there
8 o'clock
from
in the evening or in the morning?
Morning.
Okay.
RFM, Running African, will be there from 6 to 10.
Yeah.
But the actual trial will be 8 to 10.
8
and
to 10.
Bert Samuels, by the way, is the one who wrote the script, if you want to call it a play.
Yeah, so him is one of the liar them for the governor.
The National Commission of Reparation decided not to take any of the parts.
Okay. So you're not scared that they might kill Governor Ear lawyer before the trial?
That's part of the intrigue.
All right, Mama, give thanks, yeah?
All right, Muta, thanks.
Yeah.
Good.
Mix up on the stepping razor, the art of war. Can I read this article here from the Gleaner? Yes? Okay, I'm going to read it. The headline says, "No time for tricks. Crawford downplays controversial platform comment." Okay, so last night a man read this part of this article here to me. And I say, I forget the article here because one of the reasons that my name called the article, most, of course. Most. If I hear your name called an article, you want the article, okay? And from such a prominent future prime minister, you understand? You want the article that you can frame it and say, you see, before he was prime minister, this is what they say about Mutabaruka. That when me gone now, my family can say, yes, my father did famous, you know, because the prime minister, before him told prime minister, did see him, big him up. Okay. Stung by the criticism he has received since telling supporters in his East Rural St. Andrew constituency that his initial announcement that he would not seek re-election was just a trick, Damian Crawford has moved to clear the air again. The again in the article, not me answer that. Because you know, so the man, they have to clear ear every time. I don't know, they might pollute the ear and have to clear it. Okay. Addressing comrades at the People's National Party Southwest St. Andrew annual constituency conference on Sunday, Crawford said his quote-unquote trick you comment was said only as entertainment and not something to be taken seriously. Quote, "The other day I was on a platform and as part of an entertaining, I said, quote-unquote, trick you. Now you know that even if a politician trick you, he would not say it. But some people now jump on it. Mutabaruka go on like him want repossess me locks, like me buy it higher purchase. Unquote, declared Crawford." Can I read a part about me again? I've been narcissistic here. Because not every day I say my name call up the newspaper, you know. Okay, so I want to repeat it again. Now you know that even if a politician trick you, this is the politician saying, even if a politician trick you, him not say it. But some people now jump on it. Mutabaruka go on like him want to repossess me locks, like me buy it higher purchase. Declared Crawford. No, this is not the argument. I want to tell Crawford something. My locks older than him. My locks older than him. Okay. The response was overblown. This is what I'm saying now. Because most people saw my reaction at the time that it was really in jest. And the full context of the thing was that those who were happy that I was leaving had been tricked and not the people. Crawford later told the Gleaner. He said whenever he's on a political platform, his role is to motivate, educate, and entertain. And many times in his presentations, he intertwines the tree, quote unquote. There is no politician who would have created or done a trick and then announce it that it was a trick. Because that would have defeated the essence of a trick, said Crawford. Now, you see, that's why I talk about education and intelligence. You have people who have education and feel say because them have educated, them can use word and turn around the word and twist around the word. And then you who's not educated enough can't see true what them I say. So he might try clarifying what him say now. There's no politician, that's true matter, so. There's no politician who would have created or done a trick and then I know that it was a trick. Because that would have defeated the essence of a trick. I don't know if we must say no is a trick. Because I know what must say no. He must say true thing, but I don't know if it's a trick. All right. According to the first term member of parliament, he seriously considered giving up representational politics before coming to the decision to face the electorate for a second time. I tried some things in the constituency that were very different and very new, and I was not sure that the constituents were willing to accept it. And at the end of the day, it is the number of seats that wins the election. So I believe that that most people were not in agreement with the style I tried. It would be only right for me not to offer myself, say Crawford. He continued. So it was not an attempt to trick. But he did say it's trick. So I don't know if it's tricky or tricky, by saying it wasn't a trick. Because in the top part, him say it was a trick, but him say it was entertainment. Okay. And I now compare him with Brother Nancy. Because I love Brother Nancy dearly. It was an attempt to inform the party in due time that I was considering not going back. And I think when the polls came and I was spoken to by some members, I became even more convinced that the majority were in agreement, even if they were silent. Then I me make him a shed himself, so. I know me make him a talk all this. I couldn't me. The dreadlocked MP, this is the writer now, the dreadlocked MP said while he likes government and the access to power that government gives, he does not like politics and suggests that his trick is the reason he will face a challenge for the right to represent the PNP is nothing but speculations. Many who didn't say they are not running back are facing challenges. Lisa Anna didn't say she's not running back. Raymond Price didn't say he was not running back. Hugh Buchanan didn't say he was not running back. Crawford, who is slated to face a runoff with Senator Norman Grant and businessman Peter Blake, expressed confidence that he would get the nod to continue representing the PNP in the seat he won by beating the Jamaica Labour Party, John Garn Webley, by 259 votes. The people who would have seen the work that I have done are happy with it. I am looking forward to the challenge because you get the silence from distractors by saying the majority of persons who are with you are not with you. That is the totality of the statement. Okay? So he might clarify himself about the trick. Now all of this why I read might be a trick. Because maybe it's merely like him never say nothing like that. So I have to go call the writer who write it and wonder if the writer a trick we. So why you get the writer, of the article, right? That we can talk to the writer to find out if the writer I use trickery per week for says him a trickery because we don't want him come to IRFM now say we are trick the people them say him say something. You know see it? Because chicken tricks big tricks. I love tricks. You understand? Tricks are treats. Halloween. But him say Mutabaruka want repossess him lack. But here know, I want to tell him something, Damian Crawford, you're listening to the wrong thing. You're mixing up the whole of the things them. Trust me. You're mixing up the whole of the things them. And me I say it again. Me know say you're no Rasta. From Sister P say you was Rasta. Me know say you wasn't Rasta. It's long after you come around and say you're a Jesus Christ Christian, born again Christian. People are going to say, but him a no Rasta true. Well, allow me love him. Him a no Rasta. I know me love him. A Jesus him a deal with. But you I said, oh, believe you me. If me see you in a dark one night, me know say you're no Rasta. Me never have to know say you. Me know say you're no Rasta. If me walk down the lane one night and GPS lock off all of the light them, I mean, it's a regular thing now up on the road. Me know say you're no Rasta. So you could have gone a little more like your rutical, utical, and bootical. You not trick we. I want to say we know we are talking about people who intelligent and not necessarily educated. Because that is what them are used by the people them. We see them are doing Native Valley Gardens. So you as a labor, you as a other PNP delegate, go and talk to the dirty labor right them and see what you can get out of them, because it come like you want to trick the labor right them, but it's a trick. And trick is trick.
Has the challenging economy taken a toll in your advertising budget for the past year? Or are you just seeking a bit more for your advertising dollar? Well, IRFM has a special plan for you this September in our September to Remember promotion. Get massive discounts on sponsoring programs and as much as 50% more bonus ads when you purchase any of our cash packages this September. It's an offer you cannot afford to miss. Call your sales rep or any of our offices in Kingston at 960-1074, Ochorius 974-5051, and Montego Bay 979-6998. Conditions apply. IRFM, #1 in the market share and the best cost per thousand for your advertising dollar in radio.
They call me.
Okay, stepping razor. So, me I tell Samantha, say, we're going to talk to the man who write this article, yeah? Because we don't know if it's a trick. Because the topic right now is trick. Understand? It's trick. Trick you, trick me, me trick you, and me don't know when you trick me, because sometimes you talk as entertainment. And if you don't, if it's entertainment you talk about, and just like when you say dirty labor right, why every time you say these things, you have to come back now, come try explain these things within a little education. I mean, I fight against education because education is good, but when you go on like say, people don't have no sense, and we talk say the younger people, them would be doing a different thing. We never know say these young politicians that come with the same hole. You understand? Now, Mutabaruka go on like him want to possess me locks. Repossess me locks. Now I want to tell him something, because I talked to some, what them call them, cosmologists, for go really check out him locks, because I don't know if him bite or if him not bite, because maybe it's a trick. Maybe him locks is a trick, you know, I don't know, because it's pure trick with the pan. He might go on like me locks, like me buy it higher purchase. I don't know, maybe it's a trick, maybe you did buy it, maybe you never buy it, maybe Steve them thief it. I don't know, it's higher purchase you talk about. Me know people sell locks, you know. When you go down, if you want come down St. Anne's, you know, and go down at the craft market, or go in at the Indian store them, a whole heap of locks in there, you know. We come from Mexico. Because we go to Mexico, everybody have one of them things there, you know. So I don't know if it's a trick. Maybe it's real locks. I don't know if it's trick them a trick way. I don't know who are locks and who for no locks. So I forgot saying one of these girls from down at Princess Street to come check out this area now, because maybe it's really a higher purchase thing. Because when we look at it on TV, it's so even and Stephen. And why are even Stephen thing and, you know, curly locks? No, that type of well, that's not dreadlocks. That's not dreadlocks. We can't call it dreadlocks. It's even Stephen, we call it. And I love repossess it still if it's really, because I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Crawford, you're young, you understand? You don't starve yet, believe you me. And all them things the way you talk about entertainment and all them something there. When since politicians, why? Him a Donald Trump? And Donald Trump no fees him entertaining either, you know. But Donald Trump is a man who go up on TV, go have him own program and make billions. So him could have been an entertainer, which you see him an entertainer. As him open his mouth, so everybody start to fret. You understand? So I don't know if he's if when name Damian Crawford is Jamaica's Donald Trump, we just a play a trick. But you know, say you're not billionaire, because if he was well, maybe a billionaire, I don't know. Because most of them politicians are big millionaire, we don't even know. You understand? Okay. So the man up on the phone, he's not up on the phone. Alright, so since he's not up on the phone, we could go and play this tune here.
now. Well, it's a rebel.
Him there? Okay.
Using this a rebel music, don't you confuse it. Me at the baddest.
All right, so we're going to talk to Arthur Hall, senior news editor at the Gleaner. Because we say we don't want to say the thing goes so, even though we read it, let's make comment on it, but we want verify it from the senior news editor at the Gleaner. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You know, say you pray me if you say good afternoon. I should say good afternoon to you.
This is Donald Trump.
Donald who?
Trump.
Who named Donald Trump?
Trick you. I trick you.
No, you trick me.
Yeah.
Well, you know, somebody tricked Donald Trump that way there too. You hear about it? Somebody tricked Donald Trump that way there now.
Yeah, man, I trick you.
So, answer this?
Yes, man.
Let me not know you, man. I think you're a big old man. Why you're a big old man? You're crap for the same age, Bridget.
Man, where are you?
You're crap for that same age, Rasta.
Yeah.
How much you will is? How much you will is now?
Motor, me, I'm 40, enough.
No. When name the younger than you? Crap for the younger. Yeah. All right. Are you write the article?
Yes, I covered the event.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
So help me, Ja.
So help you, Ja? Or Ja coming at this law? All right. Make it work it out. So everything what you say so is true?
Everything is correct.
So the youth
I reported what Mr. Crawford said on stage, and then I did an interview with him after he left the stage. So everything was correct.
So yeah, him say it as an entertainment thing. The trick thing, it was an entertainment.
When he goes on stage, he goes for three things.
Yeah,
to educate, to entertain, and to motivate.
Oh, him sound like me.
And part of it, he says, the entertainment thing helps to push things into people and reverb it.
Okay.
So what he was doing when he said trick you was just part of the entertainment, and anybody who was there would have seen his whole demeanor and his whole approach and would have known that it was a joke.
Oh, so when somebody says something now, you have to see them to understand what they mean.
Well,
that is a new thing now. You have to see somebody.
Said if the whole thing was taken in context, everybody would have seen. Everybody would have seen that it was a joke.
That is what he must say. That is what he must say.
In context.
All right. So when him say no, you know that even if a politician trick you, he would not say it.
Yes.
So he must say, obviously a politician now tell it from a trick you.
Yes, he said.
So we know say no trick him a trick me that to know when him say that.
No, no, that don't ask the question of read Mr. Crawford, but ask the question about the facts.
Yeah, all right. So the fact is, when we read a while ago, is exactly what him said to you.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's that I want to find out from you. Know, come and know you're a good boy. You know, you're right properly. You're the senior man. Long as the Gleaner there.
Your producers can just call me tomorrow and I'll tell you audio of Mr. Crawford on stage.
But you know, that would have want more than this, the right thing.
Yeah, you could have gotten it, man.
Because I can't read so good, you know.
Because you can't reprocess the man locks. So.
No, wait there. It's not me going to repossess it, you know. It's not the people them who purchase it from and don't pay the rest of the monthly payment. You understand? Yeah, that repossession is not me going to repossess it. Me I tell him say my locks older than him. Me no want no more locks. My locks older than him. So anyway, we give thanks to here. You say everything what him said here is the truth and the whole truth, but nothing but the truth.
Berger, I can't go back and listen to the show now. you just start a tune where you pull up.
You mean Kabaka Pyramid?
Yes.
All right, sir. Give thanks, yeah?
Give cool respect.
Sir. I'll tell you, okay. You know, say, me say, if me never see my name in this article, I won't bring up the thing, yeah. Mutabaruka go on like him want to repossess me locks, like me buy it, higher purchase. No, I don't know if you buy it higher purchase, brethren, because I see locks are sell about the place. I have seen locks selling all over Jamaica, especially on the North Coast. So I don't know if one day when you was bashing it out in the North Coast, you decide that you would get a locks to look like us, Rastafarians, under the guise of Rastafari, you understand? So I'm going to put that to rest, you know. I'm going to put that to rest. I will not say anything more about it, but you shouldn't call my name in the article because now pure guzum. I go sit by you, and that is not a trick. A pure guzum I go follow, you know. I tell you. Sir. You know where you have guzum? You know where you have guzum? You know where you have guzum? Guzum. Come on, X so, Y so, and G there so. See there? X, Y, G. You know what that mean? You don't know what it mean? Me don't know neither. That's why I go so. That's why I go so. Antibacterial washes are absolutely no better at killing germs than everyday soap. Worse still, a major chemical in them, triclosan, has been linked to allergies and antibiotic resistance. So, watch it. You know, they say them stop advertise the electric cigarette them. Yeah, them stop advertising electric cigarette them because them find out say all that have problems too. Watch it. Yes. You can't trust them, you know. Them trick you. But them not telling them a trick you. If them really are tricky, them not telling them a trick you, know. That's why them so truthful. The man who tell the truth is the man who a trick you and don't tell them a trick you. You understand? Okay. Stepping Razor, we're there with you.
The game it will never be the same. Rebel music I bring the change. So free to get a youth, so free to get a youth, young.
Ota?
You blessed man.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean?
Me who?
Oh, okay. No, I just want to know if I remember.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, say, me have a auntie. A cousin of my auntie, you see? So I have a friend, so two of them live side of a man we have a good source. So, we call it 3 months same as cash in buy for them.
3 months what?
Same as cash.
Where is that one?
I know higher purchase.
Oh, it's cash and buy it.
3 months same as cash.
Oh yeah, you know pay no extras. If you pay everything in a 3 months, you know pay the higher purchase price. All right, sir.
Hey, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that type again. The Fiat business, you see?
Fiat.
Well, yeah, when you talk about the Fiat.
Oh yeah.
Well, people have Fiat and thing.
They update them over the bridging.
Them up with them and them I'm the car about.
No, me remember say you car with me never know you up till 2 o'clock when me talk about that.
No, yeah man, me listen me 6 pack.
Okay.
Yeah man, Fiat no. Because them say Fiat are intelligence of the spirit, you know. Right? Because we as humans, we depend on our eyesight and things where we can see. But we body, we are taking a whole lot more things, you know. I send to the brain, I process a whole lot more things. Because if me too, Mr. Duppy, enough time. You know, so I say enough Duppy, I say Duppy enough time. But when I sit down and make look
all right, well, on the bridge, I'm not so educated enough, you know. I kind of tell you, but more explain to me what the difference between you say duff enough time and duff, and you know, and what? You say duff enough, but you don't say enough. Oh, well, okay, all right. I just realized what you say. Okay, yeah, me understand.
But when I sit down, I look on the duff, and I look, then I realize, right, it is a banana leaf in the moonshine.
Yeah. Especially moonshine, you know. When you walk a country and see a banana leaf, you know, it look like a man stand up straight.
It's me, I tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, know enough people must always see man stand up. And if you run, you're going to talk to a dup, you see. But if you're slow and process and look on it, you realize there's a tree stump in the dark.
Yeah, well, you see, you what with seeing dup, you know, is the first thing we connect to your brain. Why you recognize it as such, you know. But if you, as you say, if you start to process, make your brain start to go through, you will realize about we not tree stump that man or not banana tree that.
That happen.
Yeah.
Because the dup is the unexplained phenomenon.
Yes, of course.
You understand? But when your mind gets to process and not take the shortcut, you get to realize that way you did see. Sometimes somebody think how you not see before.
Yeah.
Because the first time we in Jamaica did see one American apple. And you tell a man says apple. He tells no man some apple steer.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to it. But after a while you get used to it.
Yeah.
The most you could have said, boy, I want to read something where favor one rose apple.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah, man, understand what you're saying.
So that's a brain work. You understand? And
faith come in because you want something so desperately that you put yourself in the mind frame, in a situation where you hope that what you think about will happen, or will come to pass.
So
because you have put your brains in that direction there, So if you keep putting yourself in that direction there, but the problem with it, the problem with people who just rely upon faith, if the thing happen, them say them cause it to happen.
Because them are always try to explain it to them. And for them
yes, that's right. That means if a man pray, pray that him neighbor have sore foot, and him see him neighbor have sore foot, him going to say, them, I pray, make him boy get sore foot, Like say prayers can bring man to have sore foot. So right away, him become a powerful man in his community, so he make time the area have sore foot.
I'm going to give a good example. About 3 years ago or 4 years ago, a lady, her son did get locked up for a murder in a jail for 4 years before the little girl come forward and tell them, say, and him never rape her. As some bad man did tell him, say.
This is so.
Right? The mother did come, when he free the son now, the mother did come and say, boy, she pray every day and say, boy, if I really son do it, if we got in a jail, but if I know in Sunday, I beg God to release him. So I want to know when he might get locked up, what she going to say? She going to say that when he might get sentence, then she going to say, well, I must not be there.
God will punish him.
Because I ain't doing him. But now that thing come out now, she went pray and see that God really let him out.
Yeah, well, that did reach the Pope too, The Pope who make Joan of Arc as a witch and then burn her at the stake. 500 years after, the next Pope come and say she's a saint. Because him get this revelation from God. The first Pope who burn her at stake, as a witch, get the revelation from God, say is that because them is a representative of Christ on the earth. And then burn her at stake. Years after, next Pope come and get a revelation from God and say, but wait, she's not really rich. She's a hero.
Right.
So them just call her Saint Joan of Arc.
But I'm sweet right. When long time, well, you would not know still, but people them long time I'm right at them. They'd write say we have just enough religion to make us hate, but not enough to make us love one another.
Yeah, man.
And the next one, named Pascal, they'd write say men never do evil so completely and cheerfully as when they do it
under
from
religion.
religious conviction.
Yeah, man, a true man. Religion make good people do evil things, man.
Yeah, man.
And we can't see that now in the earth because most of the war them when you say escalate now, it's based up a religion to control and manipulate people land.
Yeah.
You understand?
And I just the dogmatic view what the people take.
Yeah, man. And the view that man make God anthropomorphic. I was saying it last night. Anthropomorphic is a word where what it means is that man make God into the character and the personality of human being. So him give all the attributes. All the attributes of man, him give to God. So when him say God is a jealous God, when I say is that man jealous and him attribute the same character to God. But God become jealous. Yes, so it's really anthropomorphism we are dealing with this now, that you have to see God through the eyes of man. Or you can't see God.
You know, that's what the politicians in Jamaica do.
Yeah.
Them I see the people, them attribute stupidity to the people. But after them one stupidity, them are seeing like people.
Yeah, man. Not trick, man. It's a trick. Anyway, we have to move, brethren.
All right. Take care.
Big trick. Okay. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing when we hear the brethren talk about, religion make good people do bad things because of the belief that what him the credence to is the right and only right way. So when a man hold on upon something, him hold on upon it through him faith, not recognizing that examination is one of the things because you're not doubt. When you're deeply fanatically in faith, you're not doubt, But doubt is part of that examination, Because it's through doubt you're going to examine something. You doubt the thing, so you say, well, I don't believe you, And then you say, all right, make a reason about the thing. What people who claim faith, especially Christian people, them so faithful to them believe that them say there's no need for examine nothing. Me no want examine where I say at all because me believe this and at this me believe and where you say foolishness. So there's no critical examination of what is placed in front of you. That's why the preacher can trick the people them every day and then tell the people them say it's the word of God him tell them about and him can get you to do things where you would never normally do. Just like the politician. The politician and the preacher in a Jamaica is the two worst enemy of the people. And me might sound like a madman, but more and more Jamaican people go and realize it. That the preacher and the politician is in cahoots for really carry down the people them and make the people them feel that them are work with good intentions. And them themselves is so ignorant. And them take a book or them take a paper will come from the colonial master. The politician take the paper from the colonial master them. The preacher take a book when written 4,000 years ago and him implant it in their mind and then project it upon the people them with a fear. Because that is what the religious people them do, Them put a fear in you, that anything where you say or do outside of the faith, you got damned in a bottomless pit. And a matter of fact, them actually put the pit under the ground with fire blaze down there. Actually, people down there scream out and a ball out. And them say, God, go and go send you down in this way, Them all tell little picnic that, If you're going at the fridge and take out the ice cream and left for your father, God go and put you in a pit. What a terrible thing. Imagine a little picnic want some ice cream and we'll have to say, God go put you in a pit and burn you till for 1,000 years or whatsoever them say them go burn them toll. And people gravitate toward this thinking because the greatest fear is fear itself, The only reason why you're fearful, is because you fear. Because sometimes it's not the because there's no fear in death, The greatest fear is that you might dead. Because after death, there's no fear. But people fear death. That's why when a man hold a gun by your dear, so that it happens to every animal, When animals believe that they are going to die, them know. Because when danger in front of a dog or a cow, that's why it is not good to eat animals, especially those that go to slaughterhouse, because the means by which an animal is murdered release certain enzymes, fearful enzymes in the animal that create a poison in the animal system, just like when a man hold a gun and you feel that the man going to shoot, or you're there upon a building and you feel that you might drop off. If you don't believe me, test it. Put a piece of wood, a 2x12, cross 2 sidewalk, and see how easy you walk across it. Put the same piece of wood, cross a 3-story building, and see if you don't start to fear so you're going to drop off. Because you never did fear so you're going to drop off when you walk on the wood, when you dip on one sidewalk to the next sidewalk, Because when you look on it, you say, sure, if you're going to drop off, your foot will catch up back on the road. But if you put the same piece of wood, cross 2 building, and when you look down there, you can't see the people there. Your fear will come up in you. And sometimes you don't need for fear, But you see that thing they know where say fear, and it's that politician and preacher use in a Jamaica. Not even in a Jamaica alone. All over the place. Politicians and preachers use the idea of fear to dominate the people them thinking and dominate the people them consciousness. So you don't question things. You don't use your brains. You have to put away your brains totally when you start to accept what them have said to you. Because if you don't do it, there is something outside of you that is going to burn you up. Step in, Razor.
New Nest Fruity from Nestle. The great tasting fruit flavored drink mix packed with real fruit pulp and vitamin C. Available in 6 delicious flavors. The time by Nest Fruity is?
The time is 1 minute past over 4 o'clock. Okay. Yes.
Motor.
Yes, step in.
Yes, I just talk about trick motor.
Talk about what trick? Oh.
The synonym.
The what?
The synonym. The English figure of speech. Synonym.
Yeah.
Is a trick, you know. So we get two son, you know, son and son, you know.
Okay.
Right.
Explain to me. You're gone past me now. My brain is not reach up this one. Come down back a little bit and explain to me what you say.
The synonym in English.
Yeah, I know synonym. Yeah.
Right. And sound alike, but two different meanings.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So now I said the trick how we get tricked now. Our two sons them give we. Right.
One in the sky and one on the earth.
Right.
Okay. So you don't know which one them I work with.
But you know, in ancient history, we the Africans used to worship the sun
in the sky. Yes. Yeah, right. Because the sun is the source of all light and energy upon the earth.
The light and the
life. Yes, yeah. The truth and the light.
Light in the heavens, right?
Yeah, yes.
Now them can next sun to us, which is S-O-N.
Yes.
And so we worship a sun there.
Yes.
Which is a white man.
And them kill the sun and put him on a cross according to them. And
right.
say I'm going to come back again. Them say I'm going to come back again.
Sure.
And then you're going to wait all 100,000 years and still wait for him come back.
Yeah.
Yes. They will understand that.
As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end.
But you don't have no end, you know. No end, no dead, you know. World without end.
World without end.
There's neither beginning nor end to nothing. Because everything that is here was here all the while in different shape and form. The substance is the same. The form may change, but the substance remains the same. So I already want to talk about in the beginning. There's no such thing as in no beginning.
Okay.
Everything is everything.
Just a transition of time.
Yes, you're moving from one. It's energy, you know. Energy not change, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the substance that the energy evolve into. The substance that the energy evolve into. The substance change, but the manifestation of it remain the same.
Watch this motor. Yeah. That's why I have heat, air, and water.
Yes.
Heat responsible for the air and responsible for the water.
Yes.
Within the earthly hemisphere, within the earthly environment, you know?
Yes, yes.
So it's mother and father
and child.
And son.
And child. Child, not necessarily son, it can be a daughter too. Yes. Mother, father, and child, that is the Trinity. The original Trinity, yes.
True.
God the Father, God the Son, and God the child.
Right.
Yeah, you don't turn the mother in a dopey and say God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. So you turn the mother in a ghost, so no. That means you can see the complexity of the idea that say this is the ultimate family, but no mother is involved in it.
All right. Did you know that King James is died a homosexual, and he's a homosexual for homosexual orientation. So
yeah, but they're not. So where you say homosexual can't talk nothing true?
Yeah, no.
Not because you're a homosexual, you can't say nothing. We're right.
Exactly. That's why I say maybe. That's why in the
wait. You know much homosexual. You know much homosexual we have follow now in a sayings, and we don't know them are homosexual, and we them I say it's true. You don't believe that?
Oh.
No, you mean wait, no man, answer me, man. May I ask you, if you didn't know, say, a whole heap of the things them that we hold fast as truth was first said, created and operated by people who is called homosexual.
Well, we never know that still.
So if you say everything where we give credence to, you know, is heterosexual people created and the unoriginated. I can name out some great men who was homosexual, who them do things here right now where we still maintain to be true. You understand? Yeah. So it's not like say because a man is homosexual, truth can't come from him. A man's sexual orientation does not, and I repeat, does not mean that him do have truth in him. Because you have man who, in other words, not because a man murder somebody, him don't have truth in him, you know. Because you have murderers who tell truth, you know. And you have to hold on upon that, you know. Anyway, me just say that as an anecdote still. Anyway, give thanks, yeah?
Thanks to the race then.
Yeah, Harry. No, say, you can hear someone say, hey, Mutabaruka defend the gay guy, them, you know. I don't care. I don't care. A truth is a truth is a truth. This is not no trick. This is not a trick. It's truth we're talking about. Yes, ill. What? No, why as we talk about gears and trick now, you have to call?
No, but Muta, me have to call you because I was on the line all long holding.
No, but wait, no. We just I'm telling you, say, truth come from gears too. Because you can't say because King James was a gear.
Yes.
Him don't have no truth. I mean, I talk about King James, no, I say, you can't use that as a criteria for discredit a man knowledge of understanding because him is gay.
Yeah, that's true, Muta. People do what they want to do.
And then you just call.
No, because me have got to talk for a different topic.
Okay. Yeah, me know why I talk about the gay thing, you know.
No, we have no time for them, the people. We have no time for this, though.
Which people have no time for? Gay people? You have no time for gay people?
No, man, we have me on a different level right now.
Okay, alright, yeah. Alright, sir.
But what do you know, Muta? What do we go up to with Try, man? Me stay with my father and my brother up there, you know.
Who name Try?
The white youth, he take over Facebook with you and tag me in all of the picture.
No, wait, who name Try, brethren?
Try Beach, he gentleman where was when you went overseas about 2 weeks ago, last week. Yeah, man. Boy, you flood Facebook.
No, but you see, you tell me something now I don't know about now. You associate me. Tell me, if it's a gay, I don't know that's the way I talk about. Who is Try? Who is Try? No, no matter, no matter ask you. Because we are talking about gay a while ago and you say, what are we up to with Try? So I want to know, how Try? Who is Try? Who is Try? Who is Try?
No, man.
If it's a brother with me and him do what?
We're not talking, we don't not take some picture.
Where?
In New York, Muta.
Me never there in New York.
No, when they are New York, what the Muta stop tell lie. And Mr. University I talk to.
What is madman or Rasta? No, wait there. Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe. Wait there, Mr. Universe. Me your brethren, don't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't me your brethren?
Yeah, me general.
Alright, let me tell you something. Suppose me can fax you my passport. And you show me in it when me did there in New York the other day.
Yeah. You know, Muta, you're going to have to do that.
Make I tell you which part me did there. Because you're going to mix up me thing. I don't know why somebody going to say, then Muta, like my wife would listen and say, then Muta say, if the God someplace and if they are New York. Here, Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe know everything, you know. So from Mr. Universe, if they are New York, if they are New York. You know me did there now. Me they are Virginia, Norfolk. That's how we there. That is way far from New York. So I don't know who tell you somebody there in New York. I lie them and tell.
But I see you on picture and people being blasted over Facebook.
Because I was at a festival. I was performing at a festival. And no people was at the festival. Them come to see Mutabaruka and don't make us sound narcissistic like you know. Our foot eye put in the studio last night, you know.
No, you too. No, you hear me a foot eye for him. Most of you too mixed up.
Me too mixed up. No, me I say, me never there in New York. Don't say that on the radio. You know, see, because you make people feel say, alive, me I tell them, God, Virginia and New York, but it go.
No, but Muta, you respond to people when people want about your gun or lie.
Yeah, me respond when you come on the radio and I say, I lie, me I tell
because you know why you respond to me because you know that people listen to Mr. Universe.
Then that me I say, I'm afraid say Mr. Universe tell lie upon me on the radio when thousands of people are here from you.
No, because I really have to know where I'm talking. I don't want to start people take me up in this.
So, all right, sir, we have to move now.
Muta.
Yes, sir.
What I call it to say to you now. A particular lady go to the court today in Savlamar, and she said she don't have a lawyer, and the person who bring her, she have a lawyer, and the judge, like when she's talking to the judge are going the most disrespect way to her,
And what I call you to find out, Muta, when the judge them behave in that kind of manner, what they can do, who they can call and make a report on the judge, because the judge is there in a Muta. They're there to listen to both parties, whether you have lawyer or you don't have lawyer. They're supposed to listen to two sides of the story.
Well, I suggest that you go get a lawyer.
Yes, but if you get a lawyer, Muta, when they're behaving like that, Muta, I wonder who we must call up and report that judge.
The lawyer will take it into hand and tell you exactly what to do. I am not a lawyer. I don't have no judge in my family. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay,
that sound like a trick to you?
No, but that's a good advice. Because,
all right, so we have to move now. We have to move.
Muta, big up yourself, because I don't know anything. Up, way up, mad!
All right.
Muta.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Good. Last night, I was a little bit late trying to help you out with the information on the mayor of Kingston, Mrs. Brownberg.
Yeah, the doctorate.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
beautiful.
In education.
Okay.
Like literacy, training, reading, you know.
Okay. That's what you get the doctorate for. Beautiful.
Yeah, American University.
Okay, so she's doctor.
She got earlier degrees in Cuba.
Yeah, I know that.
Right.
I know that.
Much of the next thing, finish up the next thing. Are you taking part in the Governor Ear trial?
I will be there. I am told that I will be there. I don't know if I am the one who them trying.
Good. Well, 1,000 years, you 1,000 years. Isn't it?
No, you can't influence the jury that way, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
But most likely the charge, once guilty, the charge open to the judge is so expansive that you will have the option of going to 1,000 or 2,000 years.
Yeah,
I'm sure, but we'll see.
Yes, all right. So you will be there?
Hopefully, because what I want to tell you, Muta, just briefly, Governor Ear was taken back to England, as you know, and he was locked up. I think in Tower London, but he was locked up for some time. Eventually, it could be a face card, but eventually, he was tried there, but he got free then. Yeah?
Yes.
So I was thinking, when we put him back in court, we could be saying at the start of the court that this man was taken straight from the home where they sent him to recuperate and live on his life, and take him back into our court. So I was thinking that if he could start there, I was thinking because he came from, I think if I remember my history, he came from Gibraltar. I don't know what Gibraltar is, all right.
Yeah, don't put it between North Africa there and...
Thank you. So they took him to Jamaica to clean up. You follow me, Muta? To, my word, quote unquote, clean up.
Yes.
Because they knew that Jamaicans were restive, resistant, and so on and so on and so on. So he came with a vengeance, if you know what I mean.
To clean up Jamaica.
Yes. He came with a vengeance. And you can't be surprised when I say that to you, because you know how he behaved to the locals.
Yeah, man.
He listened to no one.
Viciously, vicious.
And he hated Bogle. Anyway, Dr. Shepherd gave it a good background on God. Is what she said is really solid, you know?
No, she was saying that this is her interpretation.
Right, she did the right thing.
Yes.
And there's a lot more to be said, but it basically, she's right, you know?
Yeah, I listened to a tape by Sir Philip Sherlock.
Yeah.
And he was discrediting Gordon as a national hero.
You were discrediting him?
Yes. Him say what?
Wait, you were discrediting him?
He was asked the question. Him asked the question also. What did Paul Vogel do?
All right, let me go back to your work. All right, Muta. Well, 150 years or so afterwards, people like me, you are mature, we're inquiring teaching, but I'm satisfied that what they did for him, national hero wise, and that we're rejoiced.
Yeah.
Because
well, I know them now rejoice, but I just question it. I know.
But nothing wrong with that. You're correct. Yeah. But what Dr. Shepherd said to something like, she was mentioned, he said something like, what's it now? What do I want to he did a lot of agitation.
Yes.
And
for the work on them.
But he did, trust me, he did good work.
Yeah.
It's a record. We have
no, I never say never do good work, you know. I just say,
and I'm pointing at you. And backing you up by saying, and you know your man who love your research, you know. But do some more research because he did good work. He didn't go on the front line, he didn't kill nobody, and so on and so on.
But him do good work.
Yes, man, yeah, man. I got deep stuff. So go on.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Right.
Yeah, yes. Okay. So, we're there at the level now where, we tell you this thing about the thing that when them are wipe, when people are wipe them on with, and that spray upon them and say them are clean them on, you know, the sanitizer thing, them are say there's something inside it where cause, especially upon children, delicacy of the children's skin. You talk about like all my skin to them. You know, you laugh. Yeah, man, my skin is as delicate as the child's, man. So, we are telling you, say, you know, just watch it. And a matter of fact, you know, you should have to read the label. You know, the contents of what is in that liquid that you're spraying by yourself, you know. Jamaican people don't love read label, you know. Them just buy things, you know. Then I mean, that day, I see a bottle of water, well, not a bottle of water, but you know, them a color water, you know. Yeah, them a put as other thing and claim to them a put things on the water, you know. You have raspberry water, cranberry water, this your water and all that the water. I mean, never see them water, they come out of spring yet, but you know me I say, no, there's a weird thing about it, you know. Me I read the bottle, you know, come me I say, okay. You see me read the bottle, and me I go down the line, me can't even call the word them, and me I say, when nature put them things in a berry, and in a juice, and in a cranberry, and all them things there. Me I read the label, you know, rather the amount of things in the water, you know, me I say, oh me, you're mad. You're mad. Cause look how nature make a coconut, man. The coconut, people, yeah, black people that talk about the coconut, and the water will go nearest to your heart. Wash all your heart. I don't know how for heart will wash. Jamaica people can't chat something, you know, about coconut water wash out your heart. I not say coconut water don't wash out your heart, you know, but look how nature make the water, you know, the coconut, you know, the water in the coconut. So perfect. With not knowing there. Look how nature make the spring them. Why is it that a man now, I mean, granted say you mix little lemonade, you put sugar in it and lime, and you squeeze it and you want a different taste. But the amount of things when me see upon them label the rasta, it not grow up on a tree. I mean, it not, me not understand. Benzonate for that go from back on this. Bite all your tongue for talk them thing there. If me have to bite my tongue for talk them thing, me not drink it. Believe you me not drink it. If you read a label, you can't call the word. Don't use it. Don't eat it or drink it. Trust me. You're supposed to call the word by the label. Yes. Step in. Yeah, great in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, you're on the radio now.
Hey, I want to explain a thing to my motor.
Yeah.
Why is it that them want we to fear God and them teach you about this fearing God and then have to use a devil to drive the fear of God in people? Because my understanding and my perception of the God concept, I don't see where the fear come from. I mean, the God of the Bible now, well, I said this murderous, genocidal, racist God, them use a devil to drive the fear of him in a people, and how that possible? Why them do that?
All right, you about control. The way to control people is to put fear in them, you know. The way to and if you put a fear in them, you have to put a fear in them that the thing that you use to control them is not of human nature. Because people, even though they're afraid of human being, but if they put something outside of the human nature, and them can't examine that thing, and them can't pinpoint that thing, the claim of fear, they pay you quicker. Anyway, we have to move. We'll come back to it, but we have to move. Yeah, Regine?
Respect.
Yeah, and music news time, you know. Yes.
All right.
So, but we are, you know, we go down a King Street, but them have some youth will park car and a brethren as them see me say, motor, come around here, so can me go around my little road, and when me go around there, you run come out and say, Mutabaruka, you say you know, why me I tell you that you teach me that you Him say my birthday. I don't know if I the day when him see me, him say him birthday, but it no matter. I want you up the youth name Omar. I want you up all the youth them round the corner where show me which part of the park round there. You see, uno now. You want to go on, you can't get anything from me. Believe you me, because I know normal youth them there. Cause you have some youth when them want to park your car, it's like a fight, and you get vexed, and them are cow you down and all them things. They see them youth, them does easy. Them does easy. Someone want you up all the youth them will park the car them down at the bottom of King Street there round. With a little corner the name again. We go round back. The road lead you back. Just as you come off of Port Royal Street there, and you turn down King Street, the first left. It carry out back to which part the conference center there. While up all the man them round there, so. We not forget. And while you look the Rasta man who carry me go round there and say, come out there. You understand? And we know say the man they not left the stepping razor an inch. I know say I hope people me feel up to you, but me can't remember them. We feel like you up all the man them in a prison. We don't forget Omar, and the man them who say they want some book. We don't forget, but we can't bring 2 and 3 book over there. You understand? We have to carry a good amount of book come over there. So, go and hold on, because we're going to bring the book them, Believe you me. If me not bring the book them, when me come back in there, don't let me out. You understand? So, Queen Africa, here goes.
In this world of confusion, we ask for your guidance, we ask for truth, we ask for love amongst ourselves. Rastafari, impress many nice, strengthen this wonderful trad we have called Rasta. What a judgment! You never know what some Rasta don't know what they represent. Take what yourself and that's your bag of lamps in your head, Rasta no chat, Rasta oppose with your bag of locks, but you're not Rasta. Is who no make people not trust Rasta. Carry go bring come down in a Rasta. Spanish town, Rasta city and the most Rasta. Fire away we burn you make you roast Rasta. So you better try to be no post Rasta. Feel his majesty and as a Rasta. And we be spreading love all over. Elevate one another when you debate one another. Stop betray one another. Uplift one another. It don't look good to see you with your locks on your head. I pray for another man dead. No dread. Can't enter the gates of iron. Them a rat and a pose like them a lion. Pass me the piece of pipe iron. Those wolf fed like melon. Now you're thinking of the pan when they pan. Me say Rasta no shot Rasta. With your bag of locks but you're not Rasta. This who no make people not trust Rasta. Can we go bring from no in a Rasta. Spanish town, Rasta city and the most Rasta. Fire where we burn you make your roast Rasta. So you better try no be no post Rasta. Feel his majesty and as a Rasta. And we be spreading love all over. I listen, I don't need with propaganda. No room and no envy, no grudgeful, no slander. What kind of vibes that to no wonder? You have a problem with your brethren, then try go talk it over. Keep on your mouth, the daughter Hilda. Go all and meditate, you're too chatty for your elder. Impress men, they never teach you fi fight. Sometimes you have to hold around all when you're right. If I cross it, don't look island and auntie. When you see your brother falling, no smile like you happy. Them they tell me visit the crappy. Saturday you fish show more lump because you got it. Rasta no chat, Rasta. Oppose with your bag of locks, but you're not Rasta. This who no make people not trust Rasta. Can we go bring from down in a Rasta. Spanish town, Rasta city and the most Rasta. Fire where we burn you make your roast Rasta. So you better try to be no post Rasta. Feel his majesty and as a Rasta. And we be spreading love all over. Elevate one another when you debate one another. Stop betray one another. Uplift one another. It don't look good to see you with your last on your head. I pray for another man.
Oh, we want to play the a cappella version of this tune, So, we could play. Oh, we have a call, yeah? All right, we could take the call, yes. Yeah, blessed.
Blessed.
Yeah.
I asked in here, you see, Muta, you say before Rasta man, even know about Haile Selassie. There was Rasta. How that work? Because I can't dig that.
Wait, hold on there. When you hear me say that?
You said it all the while, man, even last night. You said the Asian man.
Yeah, before, no, you want to know, me don't like when a man a quote me like, I'm sure that me say, you hear me say before,
You said the authentic Rastaman.
Yeah, what I'm today. Yeah.
That used to trod before even serve from Haile Selassie, etc. You say that?
I can tell you exactly what I say. Me say,
yeah.
Rastaman.
Yeah.
Before you didn't have any autobiography of Haile Selassie and selected speeches of Haile Selassie. Man did not hail Haile Selassie. And so it's not no autobiography and no selected speeches of Haile Selassie. Did a guide Rastaman. Rastaman did a charge because he knew of Haile Selassie as a man. As a revolutionary and liberating force. But you have now someone come turn Rasta in our religion. So now how them perceive and really validate Haile Selassie now it's through Bible. And true, when them talk about say Haile Selassie said this and Haile Selassie said that. The original Rastaman them. Yeah. Some of them can't even read. Never did have no autobiography. Never did have no selected speeches of Haile Selassie.
Yeah, but I said, but how they would know about Haile Selassie?
They know about Haile Selassie because Leonard Howell in 1930, when the emperor was crowned, Leonard Howell declares, we must not look upon the King of England as our redeemer. Haile Selassie is our redeemer. So an event happening in 1930 on the 2nd of November.
Yeah, we know about that. But
Let me not tell you how them know about Haile Selassie.
No, we know about that, but I thought, I was under the impression.
No, I can't explain something to you. I can't explain. No, impression, man. I can't explain something to you. You see, before Haile Selassie was on the throne of Ethiopia,
yes,
in the name Rastafari. You have people who used to follow Rastafari before him name Haile Selassie, you know.
Yeah.
That is why you hear people say them are Rastafari. Meaning say no, them are follow Rastafari. Now when Haile Selassie go up on the throne in 1930, Leonard Howell declare Haile Selassie as the black man redeemer. Him will redeem black people from white supremacy and colonialism.
Yeah,
it never started because of no religion.
Yeah, hold on, brother.
Yeah.
Before Haile Selassie I sit up on the throne.
In the name Rastafari.
Before Leonard will try to in Ethiopia. Do you have anybody here that was practicing Rastafari culture?
I don't know, but I never say it never did it, but I don't know.
But
I know say you have people in Ethiopia and Africa who did not look on this man, Rastafari, because Rastafari never come to prominence just because he was the emperor. He was in prominence before he sit down on the throne.
Yeah.
So he used to do a whole heap of work.
But I don't know of nobody else before Leonard Howell.
Yeah, so what that mean? That may I ask you. Me never tell you say what that mean.
I know of racists that was in.
No, me ask you. No, but you see, your company really not tell me say me I say Rasta did not say Haile Selassie before Haile Selassie.
No, the way how you speak, brother.
No, but I tell you what I say. I'm going to repeat verbatim what I said last night. I said,
yes.
Oh, Rasta I behave now. Them turn the thing in just a religion.
Yes, and I disagree with you. But it's not everybody.
Most
it's
Rasta
not all the houses them really operate that way.
If you talk to most Rasta, anytime him talk from the Bible and say Haile Selassie say. That's what I'm saying now. So when him quote the Bible, him say Haile Selassie say his foundation is in the whole mountain. Haile Selassie never said nothing like that.
No, he didn't say that. None I serve them.
So the reason is this, that you have Rastaman who couldn't read and couldn't write. But listen to this man who say Haile Selassie, the event that took place in 1930, ushered in a new perspective in black man redemption. And this man going to redeem Africa. This man going to redeem black people out of white supremacy and slavery. Now, what happened now is that the people them who did say this thing, them did not read the Bible. And them start associate a whole heap of parts of the Bible with the relationship with them have with Haile Selassie.
Oh, that was in Ethiopia?
No, in a Jamaica me talk about, Bridget. Jamaica.
So we didn't get that the information there before Owil tried in Ethiopia.
Yeah, but you hear me talk about before Owil? You never hear, you know listen to me I saying. You hear me talk about before.
The thing me
say in a 1930,
Yeah.
1930, when Haile Selassie crowned, Leonard Owil declared Haile Selassie as the black man redeemer. Now the people them who start to follow Leonard Owil, them are Christian minded people, you know, them read the Bible. So in reading the Bible now, them start to associate certain passages of the Bible with Haile Selassie, like Revelation 5, Psalms 87, only parts of the Bible, them start related to Haile Selassie. Thus, when them declare that now, them start to feel like them have to use the Bible to validate them perception of Haile Selassie. The man, the Rasta man them, who I know, who no read Bible, never use the Bible for validate Haile Selassie, nor use where Haile Selassie in the autobiography say, and in the selected speeches of Haile Selassie. They would use Leonard Owil to validate that. Them use Leonard Owil, and then them start to try in a way you call Ita Liberty, and in that experience, it start to open up a whole heap of what you call nature argument today. Where them call.
Yeah, you're right. Your clarification perfect.
All right, sir. So give that.
But what really happened, you see, when you speak without explaining all of that.
No, but that's the same thing, Mr. Last.
It sound as if you have said something else.
No, but that's the same thing, Mr. Last night. You are going to listen about the tape. But when you go up on YouTube, listen to it. That's the same thing, Mr. Last night.
One more thing before you forward.
Yeah.
The mind of a human being. Is it something that anybody can see tangible, can look at it visually?
You ask me that?
Yeah, me ask you. You know, people make a lot of device.
Me don't know about no mind. You don't know about no mind. No. So what is mind to you?
Well, the power that conceive perception.
Perception is mind.
No, the power there. Well, how we perceive things.
It's the mind. The mind. How we perceive things is what is called the mind.
No, me I said it, the mind would be a living source. It's a living thing.
Which part of the living thing that there?
You know, tangible that you can't see it.
Yeah, but you say, no man, but you say it's a living thing.
Yeah.
A living thing. Oh, I mean, not everything is tangible. You can't say a living thing.
But it's not everything that is living. You can't see visual.
No, I say, like what live you can't see it.
Like the mind. The mind exists.
You have said that. Anyway, we have to.
So you don't know that?
No, you have to call me back because them have the catch part thing of come on, you know, right?
Oh, see.
All right, yes. All right. You might ask me something where you must say and ask me if me don't know it. Okay. Top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and catch pot draws. Congratulations to all today's winners. Tune in later at 8:25 for another chance to win in top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, lucky 5, and cash pot draws. I know say is one DJs in the studio at this moment. Here we go again. You know, so when I play back there, we started back too much time. And next show we are going to start it back too much time. I say I'm going to play this a cappella version of my tune. Alright, so we can play the a cappella version. Here we go. Push up that sound there.
Well, I tell you, man, so much things are going on in the country. Education. So if you follow them politicians, tell you, man, look how much people did last year. Lack of education. I think things will get better. So you say especially like when we got election right here. Need to get some more education. Jamaica land we love. Because of the lack of education. You come in with the next election. I don't know why.
Yes. Step in. Blessed.
Mutabaruka.
They are stepping razor.
There, man. Bless up, man. You know, so this one little incident on a Brownstone yesterday.
What kind of incident?
You know, so one Virgin go down and send us be down a doctor there and sick out, man, and then send him back home, brother, and he just come in a Brownstone bathroom there. So he want to use the bathroom, man. Same place him drop out in a motor. Yeah, man, a Brownstone center, man.
So we kill him? But them say kill him, I don't know.
Well, look like he may have some hernia or something like that, and
hernia like kill him?
Why, no doctor, no nurse, no worker or something like that, so then send him home.
That's a go on, I know, but You know, see, a little daughter have a baby in her hand up a Golden Spring the other day, and she just dip on the road and she just drop down with the baby and dead.
Well, people say, why look like if a nurse has been down, if you assist him still, you know.
He won't dead. He
won't jack out, you see.
And I think now you can't get no recourse with that now. You can't do nothing about it more than just
yeah, like me, I say, man, I tell her, say, yo, I have a bridging in the man, I'm a bridging brother, you know, the man, I say, yo, well, I can't believe, guy, yo, and may have this up, you know, the doctor, them and the nurse, them in our work, you know.
Yeah, but alright.
Yeah, that's how it goes still. Yeah, so they can't make no report or nothing, because everybody in the pan strike.
Eh?
And that we are here.
So they're on strike?
Yeah, that are yesterday now.
Who did they on strike?
Nurse them, man.
Nurse can't go on strike?
Yeah, man, the nurse them then they on strike yesterday, man.
Me never know which part I live. I think come let me know about that. Come let me know about Jamaica.
Oh, yes, they know the whole nurse them in Jamaica and strike on the motor.
No,
2 days, man.
No, sir, I never know. Me never know. No, sir.
Oh, they can Google it and find out what going on, man.
But through me busy day, they talk to birds and bees and flowers and trees. Me never know nothing about
it. Oh. Yeah. All right. Somebody will soon call you and give you a buzz on it, man.
All right, sir. Give thanks, yeah?
All right. Take care, man. I watch it, man. Bless up.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, blessed, man.
Yeah, blessed.
I did.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, them phone call that come like a mix the phone call. Yeah, what you say?
Yeah, would I like the eye to explain how the eye view consciousness?
We have hold on the bridge. We have to go to the phone. Go on. I mean, sorry, the advertisement them.
Commuters, as you travel on the roads, put safety first on public passenger vehicle rides. Keep the dream alive. The time by the Transport Authority is...
Yeah, the time is 15 minutes past the hour of 5 o'clock. Yeah, the virgin that talk about consciousness. Or me explain consciousness.
Yeah.
You want the definition of consciousness or me see consciousness?
Yeah. The definition of consciousness.
Well, we have to go to the dictionary to tell you that. Because people use conscious as a thing where means you understand things. There's certain things that you understand. See, you're aware of. You understand? You're very aware. When a man say you're conscious, because you can't say conscious means boy you get knocked out and then throw water upon you and you get, you're awakened to consciousness. But most of the time when we say consciousness, we are talking about awareness.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Well, you ask me, me see it. That's what I see it. Awareness, consciousness is awareness.
Oh. What is beyond? What drives that force? How would you explain that force?
The force of what? Consciousness?
Yes.
Knowledge. Yeah, knowledge. Knowledge and also wisdom. And wisdom come through experience and knowledge come through learning.
Oh.
Yes.
So it's information.
And it helps your consciousness.
Yes, and it's information coming from intelligence.
Information must come from intelligence, Because you have bad information where unintelligible. You have information where you cannot decipher as unintelligible. Meaning you can't decipher it.
Such as?
Like intelligent, what? Like some people say God.
Like some people say God.
Yeah, and them can't explain to you when them say God what them really mean.
But intelligent exists.
I consider myself to be intelligent, and I know that the tree is intelligent, and everything around me is intelligent.
Including dog too.
I don't know if dog intelligent. I know maybe instinct. Them have instinct. I know the dog have instinct, but I mean, when I say everyone around me, I talk about human being. When I say everyone around me. But I don't know if dog, I don't know if, me mention tree or something else me I think about. But when a man say dog, I don't know if dog have intelligence.
Oh, you're not sure?
No, I know them have instinct. No, our people say foolishness because dog can decipher things.
Oh.
So you can attribute intelligence to animals too. But as animals who we are, I would say human being based rationality and irrationality half of intelligence.
Oh.
So the concept of God and devil.
Yeah.
Man create that out of them need to understand certain things. And then them use now knowledge and not knowledge, sorry, them use faith and belief to justify and validate something with them now declare as knowledge. So you find the most Christian people now will say it's not believing, it's know him know. So him use a belief and call it know and say knowledge now, which is now it's gonna come to know same conscious.
Same that conscious man. You know, misconceptualize confidence with faith, with blind faith.
Confidence and faith are not necessarily blind, and confidence are not necessarily blind.
Yeah, I mean say blind faith.
Confidence are not necessarily blind faith.
No, I never said that.
What you say?
You are saying that. I'm saying with blind faith, one would misconceptualize confidence. Confidence is when you know. But blind faith now is something where you
no confidence. Like wait. You can't have confidence in that something and you don't know. But confidence is not necessarily knowing.
That would be blind faith.
Confidence is blind faith.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying blind faith is something where you conceptualizing in your mind. That's not real.
Blind faith. Yeah. No. But it's not for blind. Faith is something where you conceptualize in your mind. It's not necessarily blind. You don't have to add blind to faith. Faith.
No, I'm not adding. Me say blind faith.
Yeah.
Blind faith.
No, you say blind faith is something where you conceptualize. Wait. You say blind faith is something where you conceptualize in your mind.
Yeah, we are talking psychologically now.
Yeah, but I tell you, say.
Yeah.
You don't have to say blind faith. Because
why I don't have to say that?
Because faith is something where you conceptualize in your mind.
It's not everything where you conceptualize in your mind is real.
No, but faith not real. But faith not real.
Eh?
Faith is something where you hope to be real, but not necessarily real. Faith is something where you have in your mind. Faith is a concept of mind, you know. Where you say, now, this is where you hope for, and this is where you believe in. But it don't must have to go so. You say faith, you want to win the lottery. You have faith in that, but you don't must win the lottery. And not because you win the lottery now, you say it's true, you make you win the lottery. So faith, you have to say blind faith.
You can't have faith in your son, you know, say he might accomplish him goals.
But you don't know that, you believe that.
Yeah, you believe.
So it's not blind faith, it's just faith. You hope. Faith is hope. Faith is a hope, you know. The hope.
There are some people where you can know certain things about, man. You can trust people too, you know.
No, I say you can't trust people, you know, but when I say...
Yeah, you're confident and you have faith that, yes, that person will do it.
Yeah, but you don't know if he will do it.
Yeah, man, you have some people where you know, say, I saw them, that them will do.
Like what?
Just like me know, say, I would have never let down the black race.
No, but you don't know that. No, you have faith in that because right now you can't say...
Me have faith in that and I can also confident. Me know.
Okay, all right, sir.
You don't agree with me?
I do agree with you because you mix up something where you believe in with something where the possibility could exist.
No, I don't
and
believe.
That
I know
faith.
that. No, I know that I listen to that.
Then knowing is not faith. Knowing is not faith, you know.
Based upon
knowing and no faith. Faith is something where you hope for. Knowing is something that is. You know. I know, say, I the IRFM, that is a knowing. I believe, say, IRFM, that is where I think. And they could have them yard and say, I feel, say, the IRFM, and I don't, the IRFM, that is a belief. That is not knowing.
Yeah, I see where you are dealing with.
Anyway, we have to move, you know, a whole advertisement we have missed out, and now to me I talk about faith and hope. And I hope, say, this conversation will make IRFM make enough more money through them advertisement. I hope that. I will just hope that.
Yeah, I have confidence tonight.
Yeah, all right, sir. I hope that some of it passed along to me and Neil.
Why did you...
We had that one consciousness a while ago, and you know, in a Buddhism, consciousness is referred to as enlightenment. Yeah, when them say consciousness, it refers to enlightenment. One who is enlightened about one who is enlightened. Hey, boy, I go over the Rasta. Believe you me, boy, I go over. Anyway, in a Buddhism, when I want to say consciousness, you might talk about enlightenment. Meaning say you're gone in the realms of I don't want to say nirvana, because that now carry it to the next level, but in a state of well-being. Yeah, in a state of well-being. The consciousness is where you call a state of well-being or enlightenment. So them talk about Gautama Buddha as the enlightened one. And now you don't worship Buddha, you become the Buddha. So them have a saying in a Buddhism where them say, if you meet the Buddha on the way, kill him. Meaning that when you meet the Buddha, your journey to enlightenment don't stop at the Buddha. And that's the difference between Christianity and Buddhism, where Christianity say, if you meet Jesus, you must worship him. And that is where your enlightenment end. You end your enlightenment at the idea of finding Jesus. In a Buddhism now, it said to you that when you meet Buddha, you have to become the Buddha. You have to become the enlightened one. So you and the Buddha is one. That is where consciousness is supposed to represent. Consciousness is enlightenment. The understanding that you have become. That is what consciousness is. And the enlightened one is anyone who has reached that state of consciousness, that they are illuminated. That's the difference. You know, Christianity tell you say it's only one man, and when you reach that man, that is it. That is a strange philosophy. When people in the East hear that philosophy, it's a very strange philosophy, because in the East and even at the far East too, one don't recognize individuals as the beginning and end of enlightenment. Them say consciousness moving on and on. That means a life. Life is the totality of how you perceive and how you recognize your higher level, your higher self, your higher consciousness. So it's not just a matter of believing in, but becoming. You see, there's a difference between Western philosophy when it comes on to religion and Eastern philosophy. That when you say you believe in, the Eastern man said, no, you become whosoever you see as the enlightened one. You become the enlightened one. So you don't follow Jesus, you become Jesus. If you want to call him Jesus. Okay. Iel.
Yeah.
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah, water.
Yeah, man. You say Iel 2 times now.
Yeah, just you know, so now listen to thing from our day, I see I get shaky. Yeah, interview this someone from downstairs universe, and you talk about you don't have a problem with them gay guy thing there. And the Rasta can't do that no my lad. You have to know what you're doing. A judgment for you.
Alright, sir, judgment for me. So who will put that judgment upon me now?
That's last year I talk about.
Alright, we'll make eyes at the judgment. You don't sit down and say judgment. Next talk, what you want to talk about? Yeah, I the first hear me talk about talk to Mr. Universe. Okay, him things done. See, him don't have enough money for buy credit. Alright. Judgment pan him now with the credit. Yes, Iel.
Motor?
Yes, sir.
Motor?
Yes, sir.
Oh, me again. Alright. Yeah, the consciousness thing, right? one of them meaning them would be like, you're weird then, right?
Yeah, that's what I say, yeah.
Yeah, we have to stimulate them. You can't, without by sight, hearing, feeling, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But you have, I believe, I see it other places, I believe, that you have other stimulus, because they got what they call the third eye, right? I
think it's that in the one we talk about, so that we are talking about now, not the one where seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, but the idea of enlightenment. See, where you use consciousness as enlightenment.
Yeah. The thing is, the brain will process these inputs, and we so depend now on our eyesight so much that we can't hear too good no more, and we're not really conscious of them other inputs that we get. You ever go in a room yet, and you leave your room, and when you go back in there, you know that somebody they come in there.
Yeah. Something move up and down in there, yeah.
It's something you see, but you don't know, so you see, you feel for the space violated.
Yeah.
And you have people with that concept. So some of the people, they say faith and a reality. A reality to the people, A madman attack himself a reality, whoever I'm attacking,
All right. Yeah, the problem with me are with people who emphasize faith is that when them experience them faith, them use it as a reference point to other people.
Other people, that's where the problem
That is where the problem come in now. That
when it calcify.
Yeah, like you have faith in something, and then now you want me experience it just as how you experience it. And if I don't experience it that way, then you say, I do have no faith. Yeah.
But I know everybody, it is reality to you, but it must be reality to me.
That's why we are saying, is a truth and not the truth.
Many things where we did accept as reality 20 years ago, we find say, I know, so it go. When we grew up, when I read chemistry book and physics book, then say the atom is an indivisible part, small indivisible particle of an element.
I know them have smaller than that.
And you can bust up the atom and find all kind of leptons, muons, and quarks, and all kind of flavor quarks.
Yes.
Understand? So reality changed.
Reality is a perception. Reality is a perception.
Yes, perception.
Yeah, reality
and if you look for something, you change it.
Yeah, reality is a perception.
You look for it and think about it, you change it.
That's how we go back to even the Eastern man now, when say, nothing, there's nothing. There's nothing, just that, there's nothing. We are all, everything is an illusion. That is where the Eastern man I tell you, say, this is an illusion, everything we're around is an illusion.
Of course, but we use it as reality till we get more information.
Yeah, and it's a reality. We call perception reality most of the time,
Don't know so?
Yeah, and perception is a perception where you see through your eyes or your senses. And it don't necessarily mean that the other man will experience it the same way.
And sometimes because we can't see the way you see it, we think it's not real. Like, look on them say, Jimi Hendrix, one of the greatest guitarists them other day. Them say that a man could have seen music in a color.
Yeah.
Right? Because when he went to the song in purple years, I describe when I call it as purple and see it as purple.
Yeah.
So you have man see sound.
Yeah, but if you know that man, they are a serious drug man, we get it.
Uncle, he never reach in there.
Yeah.
However,
and put them back in jail.
I read that thing one time where say it is wise to stand in at least two places in relation to any knowledge so that a third position can naturally arise.
All right. See,
because what we see depends on where we stand.
Where we stand, yes.
So
that is perception. It's perception. Perception decide a whole heap of things.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So from Einstein got him theory of relativity.
Yes. Yeah, man.
How far they go?
Yeah, man. And by the way, Christopher Columbus is dead in a prison.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, in a spear. They put him back in a prison, They put him in a prison.
Yeah.
Just like Mussolini, who get hung by him foot in the square in a Rome.
I will leave them. They're that kind of fool.
All right, sir. Give thanks, yeah?
Yes, brother.
Yes. It's 5:40 now. And what more phone call there? Right, I never know the phone call there, man. Yes, EL. Okay. EL.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Good afternoon. I'm a student at...
You're a student? Hello.
I would like to conduct an interview.
No, what you say now? You're a student at where?
The Glenmere High School, I would like to conduct an interview with you for my school-based assessment for religious...
Glenmere High School, they are Clarendon?
Yes.
I know you work higher FM, yeah. The new
No.
lady when I talk to today said she come from Glenmore. Where do the network, what them call it, but social media. I know you.
No,
Okay,
I want to do an interview with you for my school-based assessment.
When you want to do this interview?
Anytime that is available to you.
Okay, alright. So here we have to do. You call back the operator and she give me number.
Okay.
Alright?
Yes.
Alright, give thanks. Alright, so we want to give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks to the energy, give thanks to Samantha for come forward to it. May I tell you, give thanks to O'Neill for come forward to it. Why, may I get back the whole people them. May I get back yes, give thanks. May I tell you, man. Yes. So you know, so next week we're there with you Wednesday from 10 to 2 with the cutting edge. We are gonna go out now. We don't know if I know the last music, but we're gonna play this tune now. We're gonna play this tune now. Ready for it? Here it goes. Yeah, we want to play this tune now for all the people them in a Tivoli Garden. Here we go.